welcome back to the channel. I'm excited for this one. So the Halloween season is upon us. It's my favorite time of year. My whole family, my wife, my daughter, we all love Halloween. We got married on Halloween at a haunted house. And yeah, I'm bragging because it was freaking awesome. But Halloween season is upon us. That means I'm going to have a lot of Halloween stuff to talk about on here. I've talked a few times about how much I love horror and horror movies and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of stuff in the action figure world and the t-shirt world about horror movies. And I can't wait to bring some of that. However, today we're not getting into horror movies. Today, we're getting into this bag. So I've been to Kroger. And I go by there, at Kroger, if I stand on my roof and throw a rock really hard, I can probably hit the backside of the building. I'm that close to a Kroger. So I frequent that very often because we run out of stuff. And like, I'm not driving all the way across town. Just run around the corner to Kroger. Pay an extra $1. Maybe not always an extra $1. But I went in there. I don't remember what it was for now, but I walked around and I was like, well, let me walk down the Halloween aisle. Okay. They're starting to put out some Halloween stuff. So I'm looking. I'm like, okay. Got some cool stuff. They always, oddly enough, Kroger usually has some really cool stuff for Halloween. And I'm walking, I'm looking, and I turn my head. Man, they got the Halloween candy section completely full. Still got a little bit lacking on the other side, but they got the candy full for sure. And as I turn around to look at the candy wall, there, staring at me, is a shipper. It's about this wide, about 4 feet tall. And it had this year's Hot Wheels Kroger Halloween set. It is a 5-car set. They didn't have it priced. And I got up to the register and I was like, okay, hopefully these are not doubled in price just because they're Halloween theme or something. FYI, they rang up $2.99. If you have a Kroger card and you have a Kroger in your area and you have a Kroger card and you can go find your Halloween Hot Wheels, I don't know how long it's going to run, but if you scan the Kroger card, it'll take half off. So it only cost me, what, $8.14. Says I saved $7.50. So right on. Let's take a look. Do we have numbers? Are they numbered? Let me check. Yes. So let me. Don't peek. All right, there's number 1. Let's take a look at number 1. So number 1 is called Mad Fast. The packaging is where it's at on these. So, like, it's a cool car. Don't get me wrong. Mad Fast. I'm not familiar with that one. It's probably been made many times. So when it comes to collecting Hot Wheels, I don't get a lot of the treasure hunts. I used to get a lot of Hot Wheels. I've got buku Hot Wheels. But I don't get a lot of treasure hunts. Like super treasure hunts, that's a different story. But treasure hunts, a lot of times, are fantasy cars. And I don't like them. Don't get me wrong. They look cool. They're interesting. For kids, I'm sure that shit sends them over the moon. Because, I mean, as a kid, I loved the fantasy cars. Don't get me wrong. It was my big thing when I was a kid was Lamborghinis. I had tons of Matchbox and Hot Wheel Lamborghinis. And I had all kinds of fantasy cars. But as an adult collector, I don't care for the fantasy cars. I like real cars. Camaros, Mustangs. Sorry if you're a Mustang on. Sports cars, exotics, muscle cars, cop cars, even if they're cop cars. Now, I did have a lot of cop cars growing up, but I had to because I was only collecting Lamborghinis and stuff. Like, I had to keep them under control, you know. So, but when it comes to the Halloween ones, I do like trying to get the whole set. Most of the time, you get a lot of fantasy ones. I know a few years ago they had a really cool version of the Ecto One from Ghostbusters as part of it. I wish they would do that some more. But this is number one. What I say is called Mad Fast. There is 5 total. Alf, settle. All right, I'll put it on this side. My bad. All right, let me find number 2 real quick. It's not that one. All right, number 2 is called Barbaric. And it's pretty cool. Barbaric. Yeah, I mean, not bad. I would say it's a fantasy car again, but they're partially pulling some design aspects from a Camaro, if I'm having to guess. There's number 3. Let's get number 3 out. Number 3 is pretty cool. Now that's a real car. It's a little, you know, crazied out, but it's a '64 Chevy Impala. All right, had about enough. Pretty cool. It's what is it? Purple with the gold accents. Got a gold motor, gold grill, gold rims. If you see, the rims are skulls. I'll do a nice little close-up segment here at the end, but really cool. I think they all have those same rims though. Yeah, just different colors. All right, now we need number 4, which I believe is going to be this one. Yes, and it is called Muscle Bound. So it's I'd say they took aspects from like a Dodge Charger Challenger type situation. It's pretty cool. Got the orange. Says Halloween on the side. I don't think any of the rest of them actually said Halloween. So that's kind of cool. Got a number 31 for the number. Check it out. I like that. That's nice little subtle touches that if you're just like going gaga over the car, you would miss those Halloween touches. Like that. That's pretty slick. I like that. Kind of wish I'd have bought a second set to open that one. But that's alright. Really cool. Muscle Bound. And then we have another fantasy car. Now the color is right on par. And it's called Street Shaker. Really cool cars. Again, the packaging is where it's at on these though. They're cool cars, but the packaging, like if you got a full moon, you got a witch, you got jack-o'-lanterns, you got the haunted trees with the faces on them, you got ghosts up here. Really cool. Always love when they do the Halloween set. It's been a year or 2 since I've actually been able to snag one of the Kroger Halloween sets, so pretty happy about that. They stand up. That's what I'm curious about. I guess that's correct. I don't know. I almost feel like the front rim on this one may be missing something because it doesn't have the skull inside of it like all the rest of them. But it looks like, no, there's 2 different sizes with that skull, so interesting. Well, I didn't really notice that at first, how that you got a skull rim on the back and not on the front. But it's supposed to look like a drag car, so it may just be by design. I can't see the other side to see if it has a skull on it. And I guess next time I go to Kroger, I'll have to see if they got any more, and I'll have to double check that. Put them back down. So really cool set. That was Kroger's Halloween set, and my first Halloween themed video of the year. How fitting, I'm wearing my Halloween shirt. I didn't do that on purpose. I have so many horror and wrestling shirts that when I get up in the morning, it's just which one do I pull out of the closet. So, I like that set though. I will show you the Ecto One that was from a couple years ago, real quick. So, all right. So I'll show you they've done Ecto One at least twice that I know of. I don't know if I forget how to tell the dates, but that says 2014. That says 2012. So these are from a while back, but I believe both of these came from the Kroger Halloween sets. Again, packaging is incredible. Here is this one, and this was again 5-piece sets. This one was a 5 of 5. Very cool looking paint job. Got the green windows. Got some green in the flames. You know, green is where it's at for me. And then we got this one. This one says 2012 Mattel on it. This series also had the 1966 TV series Batmobile. That would be a nice one to look at. I wonder what it looks like. But very cool version of Ecto One. So, and I think I've talked about this before, but that's another big thing for me when it comes to cars. Movie cars. Movie cars are huge. I think I talked about that because I've done video on the Jaws truck and the Turtle van. Done some shorts. Those movie cars. I just eat them up. So I hunted these down when I found out about them. I am going to probably do, as closer we get to Halloween, probably do some shorts and show these off again. Because why not? And I have another Ghostbusters theme one that I'll show off as well. It's actually custom. It's the only, make sure I'm not lying, the only custom I have. And it's done incredibly well. I'm not big on customs. I usually can find most of what I like, but this one, you're going to want to check that out when that video comes out. It'll be a short, so it won't take that much of your time. That being said, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe. Leave me a comment down below. What do you think of this year's Kroger Halloween 5-piece set? And what was your favorite Kroger Halloween set? Check out the Mother Channel, Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. If you're into wrestling and wrestling figures, check out that channel right here on YouTube. And thank you so much for watching. Gladiator out.